Hi, I'm Gary Kosinski. I'm digital media editor at Transport Topics, and I'm here at the Mid-America Trucking Show. And today we're going to play 5 Questions With, and our guest is Christian Schenk, who's the founder and president of 120 and TruckThat.com, which has been getting a lot of attention here at the show, in large part due to its free beer offering and TV giveaways, but also quite a spectacle in the West Wing here at Matt's. So Christian, you ready to play 5 Questions With?
I'm ready to go.
All right, thank you. So our first question is, TruckThat is intended to serve as a forum for drivers to be heard. So what's the number one complaint you're hearing from truckers?
You know, the biggest thing that we hear, I'd say, is a split between, good places to eat, healthy options, but I'd say number one, still parking. I'm sure you heard a lot about that at the show, but I still think that's a network challenge. So I'd say the number one thing we're getting is safe places to park and good places to eat.
Okay. Number 2 is, tell us about the Truck That truck. It's a pretty noticeable presence in the showroom. Tell us how you got it and what role does it play in your mission?
Yeah, absolutely. So we were looking for something, we wanted to create awareness to, really our mission, to get drivers engaged. But we didn't want to show up with a shiny truck. Again, as we say on our website and on a lot of our literature, is truck that's intended to show some of the darker sides of trucking, the stuff that's not necessarily great about being, life on the road. So we wanted something that reflected that. So we started to look for some, rusty old trucks that we could wheel in here, and we found that, it's a challenge to find something that's rusty and junky, but at the same time will drive itself to get it all the way here to Louisville or, any other show. So we started researching online. We found a couple of really cool military trucks. Actually, we were on our way to do a film shoot at one of the local travel centers in Gary, Indiana. We found one on eBay, and so it actually came out of South Carolina. It was over in Saudi Arabia for 11 years. It was transported back. We bought it out of South Carolina, had it transported up, got it all decaled up, Truck That, as part of our theme for the show here. And as we continue to get more audiences, typically at each of these different events, we donate some of the proceeds for years. We give free beer away, but everybody's always entitled to leave some tips. So at every one of these shows, we pick a different good cause, and this good cause was Wounded Warriors. So, the theme of the Army truck, we figured let's give a little bit back there. So that's the intent behind the Army truck. But it was originally, I can't take credit for it, it's really just around getting a truck that didn't look shiny and junky to show off the ugly side of trucking.
I imagine it attracts a lot of attention on the highway. Have you ever taken it through the drive-thru at a fast food restaurant?
No, but we wanted to. Actually, we did take it when we first got it. We because it's plated, totally street legal, so it's not the fastest truck in the world. So it's not interstate drivers. You should get over 55, you start shaking off the road. But we did actually take it to a gas station when we first bought it to gas it up. We turned a lot of heads. So outside of driving over a couple of medians at the gas station, because we're not pro truck drivers like some of these guys are. You turn a lot of heads with that. I'd say more than any other car that I've ever had.
Okay, that was really question 2A, so we're now up to question 3 here. So a big part of your campaign is reaching out through social media, and from what I've seen, you get a lot of engagement through Facebook. You're also available on Twitter and Instagram. Can you talk about the response that you've gotten so far in social media in relation to what you were anticipating? Have you found drivers to be more or less socially media savvy than you expected?
You know what? That's a great question. I mean, I have always major unrealistic goals for everybody. So I said, prior to the show, we need to have 100,000 followers, and everybody's like, that's not even remotely possible. Okay. So going into this, we wanted to make sure that we had a pragmatic goal, but at the same time something that we had to stretch for. We knew we were launching this campaign here at Matt's, and that was the intent. So we weren't really looking to have the following we have today. Our marketing department has done a phenomenal job, but I'd say the success is due to the driver community. I mean, this is not our content; it's their content. Right? It's not like we have people sitting there writing stuff on the website. It's really them. So more than anything, I think it's been phenomenal. It's been beyond our expectations. Today we have a reach of over 200,000 already, and 15,000 followers already just on Facebook, and we've launched the website 3 weeks ago. So our intent, as I mentioned, as we get into closer to the launch of our product 120 in the summer, is that we'll have a healthy community of drivers who have been helping us contribute, content, stories about life on the road. So, we have a captive audience once we're ready to start communicating about some of the solutions we plan to bring to market.
Great. Well, you nicely teed up my question 4, which is about 120. And yesterday when we were talking, you sort of compared it to like a Groupon for truckers. So
Sure.
explain that.
Yeah, so one of the things, again, we're researching different products to build. As I mentioned, everybody in our executive team at 120 came from some fleet services company. And we've all been in the industry a long time, 15 plus years. And although, potentially a younger set of executives, if you will, but, with a lot of experience. And one thing that we found was the industry needed solutions, but they weren't fleet solutions. We found that there's a lot of options out there, and the biggest opportunity for the industry was to create some predictability and to optimize off-duty. The one piece that these drivers really have control of is those 13 hours when those wheels they're not working, and it's the biggest opportunity for us and for them to really produce some sort of savings that they control. So we said, hey, we really need to connect these guys with offers and discounts, but not for things they're not already going to buy. Right? This is for stuff they're going to buy. This is for lunch. It's for dinner. It's for shower. It's for parking. It's the stuff you're going to buy, but provided to them at discounts. And the best way to do that was to help have that community put together, have them direct the different types of content, promotions, products and services that they really are using, and that would drive the business development side of 120, build those relationships, whether it's with the travel centers, the restaurants, the hotel chains, the parking, all the various people that are part of our ecosystem. That's the intent. So the Groupon side is connecting savings, but it all drives from that same community. It's the drivers telling us, what it is that they're buying and what they want it, and us producing a forum that creates some predictability for them, allowing them to pre-plan more effectively that off-duty time. So that's what it is.
All right, and lastly, question number 5. Sort of your marketing strategy kind of fascinates me a little bit. In sort of the irreverent tone, and even going back to just the name of your site, where you call it truckthat.com. Tell me 3 names that you consider for that site before you settled on Truck That, and what you rejected.
So I'll be honest, we looked at Truck Them.
Okay.
Because big notion was, Big Brother. One of these common themes is Big Brother's constantly after us. We also looked at Truck Yeah, like Truck Yeah. Mm-hmm. But we landed on Truck That just based on the fact that there was so many different components, so many. I don't want to call them all negative, because there's a lot of positive stuff on the site too. It's almost like a call to humor about some of the stuff that we just take for granted. These guys have to live with every day. And Truck That was the name that popped out for us. We thought, hey, this matches our brand as it relates to 120. It's consistent. The drivers will relate to it, which I think is, no one's going to forget that name. The domain wasn't available, so we had a little bit of we had to go buy it. So there was the owner was based out of Florida, and he was a wounded veteran, truck driver actually.
Wow.
And he was wounded, and he had it. He wasn't using it for anything, and we said, hey, listen, we want to put this program together. We want to create this awareness in the industry, and we want to use this website. He's like, I think that's awesome. He sold it to us for a fraction of what he probably could have got for it, which enabled us to put this show on here today. But I think also create that forum for these guys that they're going to be able to use for years to come. So.
That's great. All right, well, that's Christian Schenk. He's been playing 5 Questions With, and Christian's the founder and president of truckthat.com. You can also find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So thanks for your time, and good luck in your venture.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, bye-bye.